Welcome back.
Welcome to Tea with Honey. It's your girl Honey Vinci, and I'm back with another video. So as we know, last time on the Baddies West season 1 episode 1 premiere, Stunna Girl was getting into it with damn near the whole house.
I go to the main lobby and I see Tommiee. I walk up to her like, bitch, what's up? Go to drink on it, bitch. Drag her ass to that floor and mop that bitch with the motherfucking floor.
On ice, please. 1 second, guys. Everybody be on the ground. Guys, everybody be on the ground.
Everybody be on the ground.
Who is everybody? Stunna Girl, oh no, don't threaten me, baby, because we on the west. And I'm talking to you. Don't say everybody.
You couldn't wait to say I fuck with y'all, bitch.
Baby, I'm gonna put these motherfucking nails on. Oh, God. Stop doing the fuck. I'm gonna show you, bitch.
Oh, bitch, coach your shit.
She popped off on Tommiee at the photo shoot because of the whole situation between her and Suki at the audition. Then she got into it with Biggie because Biggie brought up the fact that she felt like it was a time and place for everything, and that Stunna Girl should have waited to fight at the house instead of at the photo shoot because it resulted in a lot of the girls not even being able to shoot. They weren't able to get the group photo or any of that. Then she got into it with Rollie because after she tried to throw a bottle at Biggie and all of that was going on, you know, she was heated and she was like, all of y'all will be on the ground. Like, and that's when Rollie was like, girl, don't threaten me. I haven't done anything to you. So keep that directed towards Biggie. Don't direct that towards nobody else because I don't play that. And so she ended up getting into a fight with Rollie, and so, you know, the episode pops right back off with the fight. You know, we see her pulling on Rollie's hair and kicking her in the head. I got the slow-mo for you. You can check it out right here.
Oh, bitch, coach your shit.
Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out.
DJ man down the track.
Walk it out.
DJ
walk it out.
We at it again, baby.
Northside walk it out.
Here we go.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
And so, you know, basically she walked it out on Rollie's face, blinded her. So I feel where Rollie's coming for. Like, you snuck Tommiee, you snuck me. Like, girl, let's shoot the fade. Let's square up. Like, stop sneaking everybody and just do a fair one. And so I get it. After that, I just honestly, my overall assessment of this episode is that it feels too short in the areas where it matters the most, like the altercations. Like, that's really what we're watching it for. But it feels too long in the area of like the arguments. Like, I feel like way too much talking. Like, I do not need to hear y'all talk about the audition for another 30 minutes. We saw it on the first episode. Like, there's no reason on episode 2 that we should still be going over what happened on episode 1 for the vast majority of episode 2. Like, I understand if you're trying to stretch out the fights. I know that, like, you know, Natalie was posting online and stuff like that saying that, like, the girls fought like 10 times. So I know you're probably trying to stretch out the altercations, but honestly, I feel like they shouldn't always have the fights at the end of the episode and then just drag it out, because that makes it not enjoyable. Honestly, it makes you feel like a waste of time. Like, I wasted my whole time watching this episode just to see the fight at the end. and then you didn't even get to enjoy the fight because it's like, oh, next time. Like, please stop doing that. Like, I don't know if y'all can fix it before the next episode, but like, stop that. Like, whatever that is, stop it, please, because it just really makes it not enjoyable. But let me backtrack and get further in depth with the episode. So after Rollie and Stunna Girl get into their fight, next thing you know, they go to the house. Now, they're in front of the house. You know, Natalie's doing her spiel with the girls. And she's like, you know, we got girls that's still not here, right? Lo London starts criticizing Chrisean again. Now, like I told y'all on the last episode, I feel like Lo London is just one of those girls who just needs to run their mouth. Because it just seems like she wants to have an issue with Chrisean. Anybody else, she just cool, she's just chilling, she's just vibing. But when it comes to Chrisean, it seems like to be a repetitive situation of her just being, you know, annoyed, her being aggravated, her having something negative to say. And it's like, girl, what really is your problem? Because you don't even know Chrisean. You don't know what she has going on outside of the show. Like, what if she really has important shit to do and the show is accommodating her schedule to have her on the show? Like, what if she wasn't even going to come on the show for season 2? And like, they made an agreement like, okay, I'll come on for season 2 as long as you allow me to handle my business in other areas, and you over there complaining because she's not around. Like, you need to really mind your business. Like, leave her alone. Like, just stop. I didn't like it. I don't like it at all. But Rollie told Stunna Girl straight up, like, you're not gonna have fun in this house. Like, girl, I'm gonna beat your ass every day. So we're looking forward to seeing that as aspect of the episode. Definitely want to see what goes on with that. I want to see that grow. As they're talking in front of the house, they're trying to figure out who's going to talk to Stunna Girl about, you know, calming her down, because Stunna Girl ended up getting into her own vehicle to come to the house. She had to be escorted off to the bus after the situation with Rollie, and so they decided to have Cat go talk to Stunna Girl. And so, you know, it obviously, you know, Cat and Stunna Girl was sitting in the front of the bus, but it's like, I don't know her. Like, if it was me, I would feel like, okay, I don't know this girl. Don't send me to go talk to this girl just because we both sat in the front of the bus. Like, she got her own shit going on and all of that. Especially after Natalie announced on the bus that Stunna Girl had an altercation with a woman who was like, I guess they had some type of beef. And she literally, like, kidnapped the girl, put her in a dog cage for a few days. Like, after hearing something like that, that's really just not good for my brand. That's not good for my image. I don't want to be associated with nobody like that. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to go check on you. I'm not checking on nobody like that. Nobody who would literally lock a black woman in a cage, or anyone in a cage at that, and like keep them in there for days, like, and kidnap someone. You know what I mean? You know, putting people in cages, that's just like a next level shit that I'm not with. So I didn't like that Cat went with her. I didn't like that Cat was so willing to just be like, okay, I don't know this girl and I'm gonna just have this girl's back. Because that's kind of whack. Like, you don't even know this girl. Why you got her back so hard? Like, we all grown ass women. Have your own back. Anyways, so they get to the house and, you know, Cat goes to talk to Stunna Girl and they're discussing the whole situation or whatever. Again, right? They're discussing the situation. Then the girls go in the house. They're looking for their rooms. As we know, there's always something going on with the room. Last season, it was the bunk beds. This season, it was the girls, y'all got to share rooms. And one of y'all is going to get a regular bed and one of y'all is going to get a mat on the floor. And so I guess Natalie did that to see if the girls would fight for, you know, their spots, fight for their bed or anything like that. Overall, the girls pretty much got along with getting in bed, so there wasn't really nothing to, like, stir up. That's when Biggie and Natalie, they call Chrisean and they call Tommiee. This, like, you see how boring this episode is? Just like, do you see how boring this episode just sounds? Like, just with me even just describing it. Like, I like the drama. I like the girls. But you gotta build it up. Like, build it up. Drop a fight. Like, last season, right? I feel like it was situations where fights happened and they weren't just at the end of the episode or just at the beginning of the episode. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like they built up the fights, the momentum of the fights better last season. Like, this season, I feel like it's like y'all are really dragging it out. Like, y'all want us to hear every word of these bitches' arguments when we know when the bitches is arguing, they repeat the same shit over and over. I don't want to hear Biggie repeat the same insults over and over. Like, I just said that about the last episode. You get what I'm saying? So last episode was like so drawn out, and then this episode was so drawn out as well. So it's like, I don't know. I just really wasn't feeling this episode. It was just too much like talking, like too much arguing. Like, I would prefer for them to actually like go out and do stuff. And then maybe something pop off. Like, make it realistic a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is too catty. It's too catty. Like, last season, when Chrisean beat up Persuasion for talking shit, that's real life. Like, girls are really like that. Like, girls really will pick on you and pick at you and not know you and try to pick at you. Like, with this season, it's like, there's really no reason for these girls to be fighting besides the whole Tommiee situation. I could get that. But like the Biggie situation and then the Rollie situation, it's like, it's really it's not a good enough reason. I mean, I guess it is a reason, but it's not a good enough reason for them to be fighting. So it's not as fulfilling. And if it is going to be like that, then you need to just give us what we're here for. And then throw another fight at the end. Like, you know what I mean? Like, throw another fight at the end. Put one in the middle and put one at the end. That would be a better format, I feel like. But hey, who am I? You know, I'm just a viewer. Anyways, I'm damn near done with my list. Like, that's how much didn't happen in this episode. And I don't want to drag it because I do like the show, obviously, or else I wouldn't be reviewing it. But it's kind of like turning me off. It's kind of turning me off. Anyways, so Chrisean shows up to the house 10 hours late. And Tommie's still not even at the house. So she shows up with Sky High. We still haven't even got to know who Sky High is, how Sky High is, or any of that. We still haven't even gotten a real impression of her because literally is no point. There's literally no point at this point because she really wasn't around on the first episode. The fights happened. Chrisean hasn't been showing up. She's been out doing her own thing. So it's like, who is Sky High? We know that she's Chrisean's best friend, but what else? You know, maybe we'll get to know her next episode. I don't know. But soon as Chrisean gets her, and this is why Natalie's good at what she does, and this is why I respect her as a EP, and the fact that she's like, you know, the Shawnee of the cast, you know, like Shawnee from Basketball Wives, because she will literally, you know, plant the seeds. She'll plant the seeds, and that's what she's there for, and so that's why I respect it. You know, she's there to plant the seeds. She's there to start the instigation, but man, I tell you, she instigated the moment Chrisean walked through the door. She instigated an altercation between Lo London and Chrisean. Like, when I tell you, it was like, literally, Lo London been talking shit about Chrisean, but not like talking shit. Like, it's just been like, oh yeah, where's she at? You know, it was like that with a little bit of shade, a little bit of sass. Nothing too heavy on it. right? Soon as Chrisean walked in the door, it's like Natalie couldn't even wait to just be like, ooh, Chrisean, guess who's talking shit? These girls in here, they dogging you out. Mind you saying these girls plural. It's only been one. She's like, these girls in here, they mad at you because you're not here. They're mad at you because you're late. Like, just gassing Chrisean up, fueling her engine, because we all know how Chrisean is. We all know she's a fighter. And Natalie is literally putting the battery in her back, like charging her up, like filling her head up with a whole lot of shit, exaggerations, like these girls are mad at you. And she said it so many times. Like, it's like one scene, they're standing up in the doorway. She just walked in and Natalie is pumping her up, right? Then it just cuts to another scene, which they clearly moved around, which means this conversation has been going on for a minute. And now they're sitting on the couch. And Natalie's just pumping her up. Like, yeah, the girls are mad. The girls are talking about you. Like, it's a girl. Don't say girls, plural. Don't have her thinking that it's a whole bunch of people against her when it's not. Because you already know this girl is not rational. And she's ready to go at any second. They're like house meeting. All the girls are coming into the living room. And the next you know, Stunna Girl and Biggie cross paths. They don't even show what happened. So I don't even know why they let it air. Who approved this moment? Who approved this moment? They crossed paths and literally, like, they did not even really show what happened. Where were the cameras? Y'all got these two people who just were about to fight coming into each other's area. Why we didn't see what happened? Huh? Like, make it make sense. Like, where was the cameraman? Y'all all in the living room? Like, y'all not paying attention to, like, the seeds y'all planted? Y'all not paying attention to it? Then, you know, Stunna Girl runs down on Biggie. Obviously, security snatches her up before she's able to. They put her in a separate room. And then they make Cat have to sit in the other room with her. I'm sorry. There's no way. First of all, Cat hasn't really been on, like, out in like the media since Bad Girls Club. And she probably wasn't really in the media then too much besides, like, advertisements for the show. But, like, she hasn't really been, like, out there like that, like on TV and stuff like that since Bad Girls Club. There's no way I'm getting back on TV and babysitting a complete stranger. Like, there's no way. If we shooting a scene in the living room and we all gonna kiki and we all gonna chat, and for some reason somebody else has to be escorted out for whatever reason, roommate or not, like, I'm gonna be a part of the group chat. Like, I'm gonna be a part of that. I'm not sitting out to watch this girl. I'm not choosing sides. I don't even know her like that. We literally just met 2 seconds ago. Like, no, I'm gonna be a part of the festivities, period. And that's just what it is. But for some reason, Cat was like sitting out with Stunna Girl, and I felt like that shit was whack. Biggie was just, Rollie was just basically saying how Stunna Girl really didn't do nothing to her. She just threw the drink in her face, blinded her, and then pulled her wig off. Like, she really didn't get no punches off. But like I said, you cannot deny that you was getting kicked all in your head and your chest region, because we got the slow-mo. Check it out again.
I'ma show you, bitch.
Oh, bitch, coach you.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
DJ runs down the track.
Walk it out.
DJ
Southside walk it out.
We at it again, baby.
Northside walk it out.
Here we go.
Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out.
So, you know, that's just that. Basically, so then that's when, after everybody calms down with that, again, they got Stunna in the other room. They got all the girls in the living room. The girls start talking. And, you know, Natalie's talking to the girls and giving them their opportunity to talk about what happened the episode before. So again, this is like the 4th time in this episode alone that they're talking about what happened at the photo shoot. And then now they're talking about what happened in the van and all of this. But it's like, why y'all talking about what happened in the van and Stunna Girl is not even in the vehicle at all? Literally. So it was really pointless. There was no point to it at all. It was just like, let's just keep on running this into the ground and try to milk as much as we can from it. And so a lot of this episode, I felt like it was filler content. Like, it was filler content. Like, it wasn't any meat to it. It wasn't any meat. It was just like filler for the most part. So then Lo London starts to get on Chrisean and expressing how she felt some type of way because all the girls were ready at 12 and Chrisean didn't get there till 10 hours later, and how all the girls were waiting at the photo shoot and how she felt some type of way about it and how, you know, she felt like it was unprofessional and all these things. And so it's just like, I felt Chrisean 100%, and I've been telling y'all this since last episode.
Why is you worried about the next bitch? What time she coming in? You don't pay me. They should fire me if I'm late. That don't have nothing to do with you or anything.
Like I said, I'm one of those girls where I do not care what the next girl is doing. Like, what does it matter to you that Chrisean was not there? You talking about the group photo shoot that wouldn't have happened either way because Tommiee and Stunna Girl got into it. Like, I felt Chrisean 100%, and like I said, Chrisean, she's not all there. We all know that. So if I'm agreeing with Chrisean, it's because she made sense. Like, she made sense of it. Like, girl, what you worried about me for? You don't pay me. You don't get paid off of what I do. You get paid off of what you do. So regardless to whom or what, you was at the photo shoot. Y'all getting paid to be on camera regardless. So why you clocking me? Why you worried about me? And so you can literally visually see Chrisean steaming up.
You wanted to. I know Chrisean, she don't want to talk. She wants to swing on whoever's talking shit. If you're running your mouth, Chrisean wants to swing. She don't give a fuck. Something was gonna go down, for sure.
Because she getting picked on again. And we know Chrisean don't like getting picked on, and she don't want nobody using her for no storyline. She made that very clear. I'm either gonna come respectfully or I'm coming with these hands. Is no in-betweens. So she starts to like try to have a conversation with Lo about the situation to like test her temperature. And so she like, you know, so like, what's up? Like, what's wrong with it? Like, y'all been talking about me though? Like, what? Like, I'm trying to understand. And Lo is like trying to like steer it away because I guess she could feel the heat coming off of Chrisean. So she like, not you necessarily. Oh, now it's not you necessarily. Nah, it's her. You've been saying it's her this whole time, but now that she in your face, it's not you necessarily. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And when Chrisean sat up and she was in her seat, everyone knew something was about to happen.
But the issue is, everybody...
I saw that coming.
Get that bitch, my nigga. Don't hold me back. Get that bitch, bro. Y'all on my time. Did you forget?
And so next you know, Chrisean just pops off and hooks her and start hooking her. And then of course that's when the next time on Baddies. Like, if they drop another episode tomorrow, I will be very happy about it and I will stop talking shit. But as of right now, it's like, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna keep trying to see what's up. I'm going to keep, you know, putting up with it for now. But I'm gonna need them to spend less time making it drawn out. Builds it up better. But tell me what you guys think of this episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. Make sure y'all follow my page. If y'all watching this on Facebook, make sure y'all follow. If y'all watching this on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe. If you catching this as a preview, make sure y'all like and share, whatever. But show that support. I love you guys. I'm going to be consistent and keep dropping these videos every week. And I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you guys next time.